couple of questions. You mentioned a bat. Are they like fruit bats, or do they actually kind of eat other things?
So what we have is small little brown bats, probably a couple inches in length at full grown. They're insect-eating bats. Like I said, they normally eat a few hundred insects an hour, or they can eat a few hundred insects an hour at best. So we have a family of them that live in the mine itself and deeper portions of it. Occasionally, they'll come out and greet people. But as you
Oh,
see, our lights are pretty bright and they're on almost 24/7, so they rarely come out. But if you're lucky, you might see one flying about.
awesome. That's so cute. But what other critters did you possibly see in this shaft?
So what we get some frogs and lizards, and of course the occasional spider. Probably the most interesting animal I've ever seen here that was wild was a small baby deer. While walking through one day, we discovered it just nestled into the floor, sitting there not really moving. So our manager actually had to pick it up and take it outside, and then it found its mother and left about. So we have tons of deer on the property, and occasionally they'll come in here.
Oh, okay. Sad that the baby got lost, but you know, cute, animals. And of course, just out of curiosity, how do you know all this? Like you have been spitting out facts after facts, really on top of it.
So I've been working here for about 2 years. I actually went to school as a history major and got a history degree. But coming here, we get a basic tour guide script, and I read that and kind of used that as the basis of my tours. But then I went home and kind of researched additional facts, like gold facts itself, like the deepest gold mine in the world, stuff of that nature. And some additional facts that you just learn while you pick up on the way from other tour guides or even some guests. I've had guests ranging from geologists to scientists to teachers, students, giving me new facts that I incorporate on my tours.
Oh, that's really cool. So some of the students back home probably can try to do some more research about the place and see if they can trip you up with the new information, huh?
Yep, I love challenges. You can bring me all the information you like. Gold is a very interesting subject itself because it's been with us forever, humanity itself. So gold history is always increasing, always evolving, but it's always good to look at past practices to determine future practices as well. And then gold facts, I love gold facts. Just show them at me, I'll throw you back some as well. For instance, the largest gold nugget found in America was about 100 pounds. That was found in California. The largest in the world record is in Australia, roughly 178 pounds for a single-sized nugget of gold. We had the record for America for a while at 28 pounds, but since California found theirs, we now say that we have the record east of the Mississippi River to kind of give us some leeway, I guess.
Awesome. That is really cool. I don't know about you guys, but I'm kind of interested in seeing what other jobs I probably could look into. But that's actually really cool to say you're probably at a position where you're doing what you love, right?
History, yes.
Yeah.
To be fair, I did not know much about gold history other than the standard stuff you might learn throughout school or just watching TV before I came here. But after coming here, I delved more into it. And it's a fairly interesting subject, as well as we also deal with some industrial stuff as well. So it's a very interesting area to learn about.
Oh, that's so cool. And when you had the geologic surveyors or individuals who are probably interested in that type of information, providing you that type of information, do you mind just explaining a little bit more about that? Because how useful that kind of geographic knowledge is.
So, as I mentioned earlier in the video itself, I mentioned soft rock and hard rock. When I first started here for that first year, I never discussed that until I got a geologist who mentioned some different locations or different areas of the mine itself. Like he mentioned this was soft rock and the and hard rock and what that means. So knowing geology itself helps in mining because it also helps you discover locations that, hey, we can dig here because there's this resource we want gold, but we need extra support because it's soft rock. So learning geology features helps you discover what you're looking for, whether it be gold, other elements, or other minerals and stuff you want. And also helps you in the safety realm because you know specifically, hey, this needs more safety concerns or this needs less ones so we can focus more on other areas. So geology isn't just knowing about different rocks and stuff like that. It also helps some businesses know where to dig, what precautions they need and things of that nature.
Awesome. That sounds so interesting. So cool. Thank you.
So we're going to continue on to the